I'm an engineer with Riveer Company here in South Haven, Michigan. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at one of our ISO container builds that we're currently doing for a municipal customer of ours. We'll go over the basic principles of construction, some of the design notes, features and options that you can have, and then we'll also go over some of the typical components that we use in our machines. So let's get started. In every container that we build, we insulate and cover the insulation on the interior, both ceiling and walls. So we'll start out with a 1/4 inch thick foam board insulation all the way around and on the ceiling, and then we'll cover it with this white aluminized panel. And then we have trim pieces that go over all of the gaps, and unistrut and panduit is needed to be able to support route wires and hang lights. Another standard feature that we have in all of our shipping container builds is a durable coating over the floor. We will route the floor on the outside, and we'll run it to a common sump, so that way leaks that may happen over time actually get drained to a common sump and then pumped into a tank. And then we'll coat the floor with a non-skid waterproof coating to protect the wood. All right, let's take a look at the pressure washers that this customer has. These are pretty typical pressure washers for a lot of our builds. They're manufactured by Mighty M. They're natural gas, and they come in a variety of sizes, hot or cold, different pressures, different flow rates. And in the natural gas version, we'll be supplying draft diverters and ventilation stacks with caps. If they're inside a shipping container, like they are in this application, then our supply fans will be at the rear of the container, and they'll have proving switches that act as a permission for the pressure washers to kick on, basically proving that we have combustion air in the container and it is safe to fire the natural gas burners. So here we've got a couple different examples of some of the typical pumps we'll use in our delivery systems. On the right side here, we've got vertical turbine pumps manufactured by Grundfos. And on the left side here, we've got some horizontal pumps, a single stage version and a multi-stage version. For large delivery volumes, we'll be mainly using vertical turbine pumps. These have an impeller stack with multiple stages and a top-mounted motor with an external VFD. You can get options to have these with internal VFDs as well that are integrated into the motor itself, particularly common with our smaller delivery pumps. All right, over here we have two different examples of horizontal multi-stage and single-stage pumps. Up top, we have two single-stage horizontal pumps that act as pressure supply or water supply to our pressure washers. These are PLF pumps, we call them. They're pressurized line feed pumps, and you'll find these on almost every application we have with pressure washers integrated into the machine. Our vertical turbine pumps here have 50 horse motors on them, and they can deliver several hundred gallons per minute. And that would be, in this application, the undercarriage wash of a large vehicle like a municipal truck. So we have high horsepower, big pumps to deliver a lot of water on this side. And then over where we were looking earlier, we have two smaller pumps to do an overcarriage halo where not as much volume is needed. We're basically just rinsing the exterior gently as the truck passes through the wash system. So this application, we have externally mounted VFDs to the wall of this container, and those VFDs are responsible for driving the motors of these vertical delivery pumps. VFD stands for variable frequency drive, and what that allows us to do is ramp the pump up slowly and ramp it down slowly when water delivery is beginning and when it ends. So we're preventing water hammer from occurring by shocking the system with kicking a pump on that'll pump hundreds of gallons a minute instantaneously. So as you can see, we're in the process of building this machine, and this is where our electrical panel is going to go. We have a large board that'll sit in here, and then all of our wires will terminate through the bottom. Inside the container, all of the wiring from different devices is all put inside panduit or conduit, and then run back to this main panel. We'll also have a PLC here to control the entire machine, and an HMI for the operator. So the operator will be able to select which devices, which pressure washers and pumps he wants turned on or off, and be able to monitor different functions and states of the machine as it's operating.